When I work with a product, it's always nice to know a little bit about the history. Let's go catch up with Stuart, the big boss, to find out more. So Stuart, I thought I'd pop into your office for a little bit of a history lesson on Kingspan Water Tanks.
Yeah, so originally it was Parramatta Tank Works, a business that was started, we believe, in 1934. So we've got a few of these old photos of how it looked in the 50s and 60s.
It definitely has changed a lot, hasn't it?
The original use of a lot of rainwater tanks in farming in Australia would have been taking bore water, so windmill pumps the water up and it goes into the tank. So our business took on the Parramatta Tank Works in 2005, so we've owned it now for close to 20 years. But then through the millennium drought leading up to 2008 to 2010, we expanded into Brisbane and Melbourne. At that point, we changed the name to be Tank Works Australia.
I love how they're all, custom now to suit facades of houses and a lot better colour range than they used to have back in the day.
Now that we've automated a lot of the machinery, we can just punch in the numbers that we need to get the right size for the site.
When did all that customisation start?
I think the first automated curving came in around 2012.
And these guys, well, they were here for it all. And guess what? They still are. Now that's commitment and says a lot about the company. I bet they know a thing or two about tanks.
In 2017, we bought into a business in WA called Rhino. Rhino Water Tanks is a manufacturer of farm tanks, so they're steel tanks with a liner on the inside. We supply those to lots of farming and agricultural businesses. We do some fire protection tanks and some mining and commercial work as well. So those ones there are sort of an example of a fire tank or a commercial industrial rainwater harvesting. So they capture water from 2,000 square metre factory roof. And these ones here, we actually reuse that water inside in a process inside the building.
Yeah, for the testing, I hear.
We bought another business called Heritage Water Tanks. So it's very similar in that agricultural space as a farm tanks and household tanks. The Heritage tank has a different profile and slightly thicker steel. It's a little bit.
Righto.
So it just gives a point of difference for some applications.
That photo there stands out to me. It looks pretty familiar.
On the set of the block. So we put two, I think, 100,000 litre tanks on each house that season.
Supply
the whole house with water.
Yeah, I remember watching the blokes build them. They put them up pretty quick. Mate, it's lovely to hear that a company with such rich history is still doing so well. Cheers.
Thanks, Tom.
Kingspan Water Tanks. More in every tank.